Hey there. Today's Victoria Day, which means most people have the day off. I like having a day off. I'm not really taking the day off, but I like working on a holiday Monday because it feels like I just get an extra day to catch up on stuff. This weekend I was supposed to be in Victoria with my sister. She turned 30 on Saturday, and so I had planned to go out and hang out with her for her birthday this weekend, but obviously that didn't happen. So here I am at home on Victoria Day when I should have been in Victoria. Today, I think we should chat about the 75% wage subsidy because that was extended. Trudeau actually talked about this on Friday and Saturday, but here we are talking about it now. It's extended to August 31st, which is great. It used to be that it was going to be to June 6th, so we would have been into our last period right here, but they're extending it. So August 31st, so that's good news. They're also talking about changing the 30% revenue decline because right now you need to be able to prove that you've declined 30% in revenue over last year or over January and February of this year. And they're talking about making a change so that you wouldn't need such a big decline in revenue. And they're doing that because they're hoping that businesses make money this summer. And they also want to keep supporting them as they dig out of this hole, basically. So they're looking to change that. Nothing yet. I think they have to go back and re-legislate. Is that a word? Re-legislate? They have to change the legislation to be able to change that 30% revenue because that's right in the bill. But looking forward to that for sure. The Canada Emergency Wage Subsidy, CEWS, it must be CEWS, can be used for temporary and seasonal workers as well now, which is excellent. And they've changed the wording on the eligibility of employees that were laid off or that were furloughed. Furloughed is the word. There's a number of other words that are close to furloughed, but I'm pretty sure that's the one I wanted. That they are, as long as you bring them back and they have been paid, they have not, how does this work? There has not been 14 consecutive days within the period that you've hired them back for that they haven't been paid. So it was that they had to have been paid for the whole time, but now it's just within the period that you're applying for. So say you had laid somebody off way back, seems like 20 years ago in March. And so March 15th, March 18th, you laid them off and then you haven't had work for them and then you hire them back for the, say, May 10th to June 6th period. You're like, great, I got a bit of work, I'm going to hire them back. As long as they are not without pay, so they are paid for the whole period. So there's not 14 consecutive days where they are not paid, then they qualify, which is different than it was. So that's good news too. The other bit of news I have about what Trudeau said the other day, which is not related to the CEWS, is that even if you don't file your tax return on June 1st, on or before June 1st, your benefits like the GST and the CCP, the Canada Child Benefit, you can keep your benefits. They'll still keep paying out based on the 2018 tax year right through to September 30th. So still try and get your tax return in on time because that's important. But if you don't, you're not going to get your benefits cut off like normal. And he mentioned that the Canada Child Benefit has been increased by $300 per child in May, and they will be increasing it permanently, not permanent, well, it is permanently because it's not coming back down in the summer, but they didn't say how much. I assume it's going to be the normal amount they raise it every year. It's not going to be something special. He's just talking about it because more money. Why not talk about it? Anyway, that's all I got for you. He hasn't said a whole lot in terms of finance recently, which is not a bad thing. And I'll keep an eye out this week. and let you know what's going on. I hope you got to have an excellent long weekend. It's super warm here in Ottawa. Like, I was outside for 10 minutes and then afraid I was going to get a sunburn. So I've been staying outside and just sort of looking out and standing near the window and being like, oh, this is warm and lovely, but I'm afraid to go outside. Tell me what you did this weekend. I'd love to know. Was it good? Did you go out like riding your bike? A friend of mine said they got ice cream because they were able to like go to like a drive-through place, I guess, or a drive-up place. They were on bikes. But I don't have all the details. But anyways, ice cream sounds lovely. So if you can do that, do that. I'll see